Hey, what's up, Virgo? Thank you so much for Virgo. I hope I said that right. It sounded weird. What's up, Virgo? Thank you so much for joining me today on the meditation channel. So this is your reading for September 2024. So let's see what the cards have in store for you. Okay. I hope you're having a wonderful week thus far, and I hope that life is treating you well. And let's see what... Oh, okay. Starting off strong. Oh, okay. Starting off very strong. All right, guys. I definitely want to speak to you today. Okay, so the first card we have is the Magician. Stress and anxiety, steady progress, and cautious progress. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm getting right now is that a lot of you have been obviously overwhelmed, overstressed. You've been having a lot of anxiety. I feel like a lot of you have actually been having anxiety about money specifically. So money for some reason has been an issue or has been a fear or a concern, or for whatever reason, even for some of you randomly, like this fear has come up out of nowhere. It's not like you might not be stable financially, but something triggered this money lack, money fear, fear of losing money, fear of not making enough money, fear of not being in the right job, fear of not being paid enough for what you're worth. So whatever it is, that's in the cards. So this has essentially kind of closed you off a little bit and created a bit of that anxiety. And yeah, but the good news is that the cards just want to remind you that you have the power to change that reality. So let's just say that you are in a job where you don't like it, where you're not being valued, or where you're not being paid what you believe that you are worth. And essentially what they're saying is that you have the power to shift that. But because of all this anxiety, because of all this fear, you kind of feel trapped. You feel like you don't really have many options, or that you don't have other options. And the cards are just here to basically remind you that, yeah, you do. So essentially you want to do a cautious progress. So I know a few Virgos in my life, and they're not the type of people personally who would jump into something. You know what I mean? They just need to kind of plan it, make baby steps. So what I'm hearing here is, for those of you who do wish to make a transition, then start planning for that transition ahead. Set yourself up for success and basically give yourself that basic starting point where you feel safe to make that transition. So you're not just jumping into it because you know it's the right thing to do, but you're doing it because you want to, and you're essentially, like, let's just say you want to change jobs, so you can start looking for another job that pays more while still staying at the other job, or you can start working on your business while you're still at the other job. So there are things that you can do. So essentially they're saying it's just all about how you're going to plan for this, because essentially that will establish your success. Now, for others of you, I'm actually getting that you are forced out of this change. You're being pushed to change. You might lose your job, or something happen where you have to move, whatever it is. So again, that is causing you to spend a lot of money. Something just basically happened that is requesting that type of energy off of you. Okay, good. So guys, the cards here, though, are saying that material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways, acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. So we're not saying that basically your fears and whatever are unfounded. Of course, we need money to survive, but they're saying you also have the power to create more money. You have the power to manifest more money. You have the power to find a better job or another job. So instead of focusing on the energy of lack, like you're missing out or something's being taken from you or could be taken from you, they're just reminding you to come from a place of gratitude, from a place of empowerment, moving forward from a place of feeling safe. I feel for like a lot of Virgo, safety is like a big thing. Like you need to feel safe, like you need to feel, again, that cautious progress, right? You're not going to just jump in head first and go, wee, let's see what happens. That just doesn't feel like a very Virgo energy. You're very methodical. You like to think about things. You like to plan things ahead. You really want to think about it, and that's fine. But it does also require you to take some action. So the action is to plan, but also do the plan. Take the steps to make that plan happen. And for some of you, you're being pushed out of the old because you're supposed to step into something new. And for some of you, it's also just an encouragement to start pursuing what you really want to do. It's just a matter of just doing it again. Notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. So I feel like this card is more to do with the fact that you are protected and that you are guarded. And for you, again, it's very important to feel safe. So if you want reassurance, if you want that guidance from the universe, then ask for those signs. Hey, universe, is this the right decision? If so, could you give me a very blunt, clear sign that I cannot miss? Okay, so something like that. And the other thing is that they're saying is that this is all happening in divine timing. So for those of you who are feeling like things are crumbling away or that you're losing things, they're happening because they're trying to push you in a certain direction. They're happening because they're forcing you to make certain changes. They're happening because they want you to make some kind of a shift, some kind of a change. So everything is actually happening in perfect timing. So essentially, again, if you can try to find reassurance, safety, love, and joy within this process, as opposed to being in fear, in lack, in worry. Hi, buddy. I have my little hamster running around right now. He's running on my toes. Do you want to come and say hi? No? Okay. All right, so let's see what else the cards have for you. Oh, maybe he does. Come. Ta-da! So for those of you who don't know, I rescued a lot of hamsters recently. And I'm going to post a video, or I've already probably have posted a video about my rescue story. So I do recommend that you check it out if you want to know how these little guys came into my care. Hi, honey. This guy's name is Gandalf. It sounded fitting. Do you want to help with the cards, honey? Okay, so let's see what else the cards have in store for you. Are you distracting mommy? Yeah, you're very cute. You're very cute, honey. Do you want to go back down? Come here. Come. Gandalf. Good boy. Come here. All right, honey. Come on. I know. Everything is so exciting. Here you go. Okay, so the other thing that I'm hearing as well is that they're saying that when you start taking the right action, when you start planning, all of a sudden, all of those blocks that you have mentally created, all of those fears, all of those worries kind of will start fading away one by one. And so if you don't want to feel that anxiety or that stress anymore, you need to start taking those actions, start taking those plans, and the road will begin to clear out. Things will start becoming clearer. Everything will just make a lot more sense. So again, it's just about taking those first steps, though. So we can sit here and daydream and hope and wish for the change to happen, or things to come to us, or maybe things not to change. But at the end of the day, change is inevitable. And so you can either embrace it and walk through it with an abundant mindset, knowing that you are safeguarded and protected, or you can just kind of walk through it in fear and just hope for the best, and it oftentimes you always look back going, man, I really did not need to stress that much, Okay, so let's see what else the cards have to say. Oh, there we go. Block out distractions and then deservingness. Okay. So a lot of you are using coping mechanisms to kind of like not deal with the situation. This could be with prioritizing something else that isn't exactly a priority, or focusing on things that aren't really that important right now. And so essentially they're saying, like, take away all of those distractions and just focus and put your time and energy into the thing that you want, into the thing that is going to bring about this change. And ultimately, all of this comes down to feeling worthy. Do you really feel worthy of this transition? Do you really feel worthy of this abundance? And if the answer is no, ask yourself why and where is that coming from, and how can you begin to start feeling worthy and trusting that you are worthy and trusting that the universe has your back and trusting that things are going to work out for you. And once you walk in with that energy, you suddenly walk into an energy of openness and possibilities as opposed to those blocks that you've been creating. So essentially that energy within you needs to make some big shift in order for your reality to shift. All right, Virgo, I really hope that this reading was helpful. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below if this resonated with you, and I will talk to you soon. Have a magical day.